Okay, family, welcome back, and let's continue with the current and coming destruction. And we're going to begin with the Third Testament, chapter 51, verse number 42. Because there are things that we need to see with this destruction. Because when we can't love each other and we are in the hands of Satan, he's going to do anything that he wants to us. And we are watching, family, that he is trying to destroy us all. He is trying to destroy every single one of us through the stuff that's going on with the air we breathe, with the food that we eat, with the jobs that we slave at, with the cost of trying to find something to eat and the cost of trying to find some place to live. Today, the people are so uncertain of their lives. We're put down here during this time of probation to see if we want to choose the plan of the Father or the plan of Satan. And the majority of us, family, we've been living the plan of Satan. And I don't know about you, but I don't want Satan's plan anymore. I want a plan of love. I want a plan of peace. I want a plan where everyone can get along with each other, where we can all love our neighbors. Now let's take a look at the Third Testament, chapter 51, verse number 42. It says, I will prove to mankind that their problems will not be solved by force. And as long as they make use of destructive and murderous weapons, will not be able to make peace among men. However terrible and powerful these weapons may seem, on the contrary, as a consequence, they will only arouse greater hatred and more desire for revenge. Only conscience, reason, and the feelings of charity will be able to be the foundations on which the age of peace rests. But in order for this light to shine in the interior of men, they must first empty the cup of suffering to the last drop. Everything that is taking place, we got to take that cup of suffering, family, to the last drop until people are ready to call out to the Father and let the Father know that they want his plan. Do you want the loving Father? Or do you want the fake Father that we've been given? The one that kills, the one that's angry, the one that hates. That's Satan. It's not the Father. Let's take a look at the seal portion, chapter 89, verse number 7. It says, therefore, all things which are done upon the earth, which maketh us miserable, are from our own doing, and are not punishments or doings of the Father. Behold, listen to this, the Father punishes no one, because he knoweth that we will punish ourselves if we do not listen to his Spirit, and do not those things which he knoweth will bring us joy and happiness. Let's go to the Third Testament, chapter 21, verse 47. It says, I cannot pass judgment on you that is heavier than the weight of your transgressions. Therefore I tell you, you have nothing to fear from me, but from yourselves. Third Testament, chapter 21, verse number 54. The judgment of men does not forgive, does not redeem, does not love. Mine loves, forgives, redeems, awakens to new life, lifts up and enlightens. And it is precisely those who have caused so much pain for mankind, that I will redeem and save by letting them pass through their great atonement, which will be the melting pot in which they will be purified and fully awake to the voice of their conscience, so that they may see to the deepest depths of their works. I will let them go the same way they let their victims, their peoples, go. But finally, they will reach spiritual purity, to be able to return to earth, to rebuild everything destroyed, to restore everything undermined. Know that it is not only when death comes to you that your Father judges you, but that this judgment begins as soon as you become conscious of your works and feel the call of your conscience. My judgment is always upon you at every turn, whether in human life or in your spiritual life. You are subject to my judgment. But here in the world, in the body shell, the spirit becomes insensitive and deaf to the cause of conscience. Our conscience, it tells us when we shouldn't do things. But guess what? The majority of people ignored and override their conscience, and they have seared their conscience. And the people that run these different countries, their conscience is sheared like crazy. That's why they're trying to destroy everything and destroy the people. Let's go to the Third Testament, chapter 21, verse number 57. Listen what this says from the Father. He says, I judge you to help you open your eyes to the light, to free you from sin and deliver you from pain. In my judgment, I never count the insults you might have done to me. For never in my judgment does resentment, vengeance, not even punishment appear. Did you hear that, family? All this stuff that's taking place is coming from the hand of man. It's coming because their hearts are seared. Their conscience are seared. Let me read the Third Testament, chapter 53, verse 19 and 20. The hand of man hath brought judgment upon him. The storm rages in his brain. A tempest rages in his heart. And all these things are also revealed in nature. Its elements are unleashed. The seasons become unkind. Plagues arise and multiply. And this is because your sins increase and cause disease. And because foolish and presumptuous science does not consider the order determined by the Creator. If I would only tell you this, you would not believe it. Therefore, it is necessary that you should be able to grasp the result of your works with your hands, so that you may be disappointed. Right now, you have reached this moment of your life in which you experience the results of all you have sown. We need to change things, family. We need to come together, help each other, love each other, become a community. People think that these governments and voting people in and out of office is what's going to save them. Didn't the Father say, do not rely on the arm of flesh? So why are we allowing these governments and believing these governments can fix things? Turn back to the Father. Love you, family. Shalom.